Hello and welcome back to Spanish from Scratch. I'm Eduardo, and in this lesson I'm going to teach you how to use the progressive past in Spanish. In the previous lesson, we learned how to make the conjugation in pretérito imperfecto to express things like I used to eat a lot when I was a kid or I used to live in Venezuela when I was a kid. In today's lesson, we are going to retake some of that conjugation so we can express things like at 3 p.m. I was doing chores, or yesterday at night I was watching a movie. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I do recommend you watch it before this lesson. But without any further ado, let's jump into the whiteboard. Very well, guys. So we're going to begin as always with some examples. We're going to break those examples apart and we are going to analyze them to understand the structure, okay? So example number 1, we have ayer a esta hora estaba tomando una clase de español. Let's repeat that one more time. Ayer a esta hora estaba tomando una clase de español. Yesterday at this time I was taking a Spanish class. So ayer a esta hora es la expresión de tiempo, es the time expression. And estaba is the conjugation we practiced in the previous video. Is I was, estaba tomando, I was taking. When we talk about continuous actions in the past in Spanish, it's way more common to use estar and use it in the imperfect tense, estaba, to everything like I was cooking, I was studying, I was working. And we're going to use the verbs in the continuous form, the gerund. I also made a video about the continuous form in Spanish. If you want to check it in the channel, it can be helpful for you in this lesson. Let's go with example 2. El sábado en la mañana mi mamá estaba haciendo las compras. One more time. El sábado en la mañana mi mamá estaba haciendo las compras. So, Saturday in the morning, my mom was doing the groceries. One more time. El sábado en la mañana, mi mamá estaba haciendo las compras. Remember to be repeating this after me so you can practice, okay? Now, so we need two things to use this correctly. We need the verb was, were in past, and we need the verb in continuous form. So first let's go with estar. Estar will be the key verb. And we say, yo estaba, I was. Let's repeat, yo estaba, tú estabas. One more time, tú estabas. Ella estaba, she was. Or él estaba, he was. Nosotros estábamos, we were. Otra vez, nosotros estábamos. Ellos estaban, they were. Ellos estaban. Ustedes estaban, you guys were. Ustedes estaban. We already have the first part. Now we need the verbs in gerund. For example, we say, yo estaba estudiando. One more time, yo estaba estudiando. Remember that every verb that ends in AR in its infinitive form, it will change into ando in the continuous. So we say, I was studying. Yo estaba estudiando. Let's repeat. Yo estaba estudiando. Now, this form is only one, so it fits every subject. So we can say, tú estabas estudiando. One more time. Tú estabas estudiando. You were studying. Ella estaba estudiando. She was studying. Nosotros estábamos estudiando. We were studying. Let's go with the next verb. Hablando. I was speaking. Yo estaba hablando. One more time. Yo estaba hablando. You were speaking. Tú estabas hablando. Now, let's repeat the following verbs. Cocinando, que es cooking. Otra vez, cocinando, cooking. Visitando, visiting. One more time. Visitando, visiting. Comprando, buying. One more time. Comprando, buying. Desayunando, having breakfast. One more time. Desayunando, having breakfast. So every single verb ending in AR changes to ando. Now, the other verbs, the verbs that end in er or ir, we change into yendo. For example, escribiendo, writing. One more time, escribiendo. Bebiendo, drinking. Bebiendo. Viendo, watching. One more time, viendo. Vendiendo, selling. One more time, vendiendo. Oh, let me move myself. Let me say haciendo, doing. Let's repeat that again. Haciendo, doing. And teniendo, having. One more time. Teniendo, having. So we can say, in all the continuous forms, we will say either ando or yendo. And remember, to make the phrases, this part will always be the same. We'll only change this part. So for example, we say, you were drinking, tú estabas bebiendo. They were doing, ellos estaban haciendo. You were having, ustedes estaban teniendo. I was having, yo estaba teniendo. This is how this will work, okay? Now, for example, I will make some questions to you guys so you can practice these and you can put in the comment section what you were doing. I would say, for example, ¿qué estabas haciendo? Let's repeat the question. ¿Qué estabas haciendo? That means, what were you doing? Let's repeat that again. ¿Qué estabas haciendo? Now let's put the time. What were you doing yesterday at 5? ¿Qué estabas haciendo ayer a las 5 de la tarde? One more time. ¿Qué estabas haciendo ayer a las 5 de la tarde? ¿Qué estabas haciendo antes de la clase? One more time. ¿Qué estabas haciendo antes de la clase? What were you doing before the class? ¿Qué estabas haciendo el sábado pasado a las 10? What were you doing last Saturday at 10? ¿Qué estabas haciendo el sábado pasado a las 10? ¿Qué estabas haciendo hace 3 horas? What were you doing 3 hours ago? ¿Qué estabas haciendo hace 3 horas? And ¿qué estabas haciendo ayer a esta misma hora? What were you doing yesterday at this exact time? One more time. ¿Qué estabas haciendo ayer a esta misma hora? Now, let me give you my answers. Ayer a las 5, yo estaba comiendo. Antes de esta clase, yo estaba trabajando. El sábado pasado, a las 10 de la noche, yo estaba viendo una película. Hace 3 horas, yo estaba durmiendo. Y ayer, a esta misma hora, yo estaba cocinando. So, please let me know what you were doing at these times in the comment section down below. And that will wrap it up for today's guys. I really hope that you found the video useful and that now you will be able to use the progressive past in Spanish more fluently and more confidently. If you really liked the video, I would really appreciate that you consider to subscribe to my channel or share this video with someone who is having trouble with this structure. Also remember, I teach full-time Spanish online, so if you're interested in taking private lessons guys, I will link my teacher's profile down below so you can find me. I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye!